Carolina here. Today it's February 28th, the last day of February. Tomorrow March begins, which has never been one of my favorite months, to be honest. And I wanted to talk about that today because I was watching the news and people were talking about the local news, okay, in Chile. And the news presenter was talking about, oh, March, you know, the month that everybody's so afraid of, it is coming. And why are people afraid of a month? Here's why. It's because here in Chile, and probably many places in the southern hemisphere, March is the month where kids go back to school because it's the end of the summer. So it's kind of like August in the US, like September, more like September, really. Kids go back to school, which means you have to buy school supplies, which means you have to pay for their enrollment. University students, same thing. You have to pay for your cars, permission to, you know, circulate. I'm sorry for the lack of a better word. The license plate, right? Every year here in Chile, and I think in many countries in the world probably, you have to pay a tax once or twice a year to be able to drive your car. So what you're paying is for the right to have a license plate, basically. So you have to pay for that in March. You have to pay for your car insurance as well, the mandatory insurance, okay? Not the insurance that covers the damage to your car, but the insurance that covers damage to third parties, I mean, that you might run over or crash into or whatever. So all of these expenses pile up, and so for decades, people have hated and dreaded the month of March. But at the end of the day, what is it about really? It's about money. People don't like March because it means they have to spend a lot of money. And so what I think is sad about this is that people's lives spin around requirements for them to spend money, paying their taxes, which, by the way, you also have to pay at the beginning of April. At least our company taxes, we have to pay, business owners. So everything just piles up and it's all related to money. So how do you make money not an issue? How do you set yourself free from this worry about money? I have found through my years of experience as an entrepreneur, 9 years almost now. I quit my job in June of 2010. Then I worked for a business owner. I wasn't really an employee, but I was more like an external consultant. So it was kind of similar to a job, but it was not a job. I was like independent and I managed my own times. So for 9 years I have been independent, and for 9 years I have known what it's like to not know exactly how much money you're gonna make each month. Because no matter how many projections you make, no matter how predictable your traffic is and your lead flow, sometimes numbers can change. They can go up, they can go down, right? So in my experience, what I have discovered is that if you build enough income streams, if you build enough assets that will provide you with multiple sources of income, and I don't want to say passive income because I don't really believe passive income exists. I do believe that you can build income sources that don't rely directly on your time to make money. So you can call it passive income, but you know, it doesn't mean there's no work. You have to put in the work. So when you build multiple assets like this, and in my case, my multiple assets are my online courses, my coaching programs, my personal brand, of course, my speaking engagements, workshops that I participate in and organize, affiliate income streams, which are probably my favorite ones, and so on. Those are the things that are most likely directly related to my personal brand. And then of course you have investments, such as, you know, investing in a startup or a company, which I have done. Investing in real estate, I haven't quite gotten into that yet, but this year is the year where I really do it. The only real estate I own is my apartment, and every expert says your apartment is a liability, and I agree. I mean, if I ever sold it and go rent a place, or if I ever rented and go rent somewhere else, then maybe it becomes an asset. But right now I'm living there, so it's a liability. So I don't count that as an expense. I'm sorry, I don't count that as an investment. But what I want you to know, my friend, is that you have to stop living your life around what month of the year it is and what expenses I have to take care of during that month. Because that's a really limiting way to live. And somebody asked me today, they sent me a question on Instagram. It was a really deep question. I'm actually gonna go live to talk about it. But I wanted to answer it for you guys here in this video, my vlog. The question was, he actually asked me this in my Spanish Instagram account. If happiness comes from a state of being, why chase objectives such as travel, money, etc.? So here's my answer, and this is, my answer. This is my truth. This is not the universal truth for everybody. This is different for everybody, okay? So on one hand, the reason I want to have more money is because I want to set myself free from all of these mundane limitations. I don't want to be worrying about my tax bill. I don't want to be worrying about my, the school supplies that I have to get for my kids. I don't have kids yet, but if and when I do, I don't want to worry about that. Because when you live your life constantly worrying about money, it limits everything else. It damages your experience. And for me, happiness, yes, happiness comes from within. Yes, happiness is a state of being. Yes, it's a state of mind. It's in your mindset. It's in the way you react to what's going on in the world. It's in the way you are proactive. It's in, the people you love, spending time with them. Moments. Yes, for me, that's happiness. But if money is constantly an object preventing me from having those experiences, from going to a concert because I want to, and I don't care where it is, because I want to pay for my mom's cancer bills, because I want to help my dad because he already retired and he has bills to pay as well and take care of my mom, because I want to help my brother, because I want to help the world, because I want to save the orangutans, or well, contribute to save them, because I want to help children who are victims of human trafficking, because all of these things that make me happy, all of the things that I want to do require money. Okay, not all of them. Obviously, there's so much you can do without money, yes. But to make an even bigger impact, that's where money comes in. So my friend, I just wanted to share those thoughts with you today because I thought it's relevant, I thought it's important. This video will probably go up in a few more days though. Not on March 1st, but I just hired a new video editor, by the way. I hope that we manage to build a long-term relationship and that I don't run out of videos anymore, because this is one thing that brings me so much happiness. And guess what? It doesn't require a whole lot of money to make a video. If you already have a phone, you don't need a video editor. I like my videos to be edited, to be cool, to be more fun, to be more dynamic. But honestly, go check my older videos. I used to edit them myself 8 years ago, when I put up my first few videos in 2010, 2011. Okay? So you don't really need to be fancy. You don't. And also, experiences, and being able to share those experiences with other people, that also brings me happiness. Whether it's people in my real life, people that I interact with in person, or you guys who watch these videos that I make with so much passion and care and love, where all I want to do is make a small impact in your day, in your life, in your future. Who knows? I just want to help out with my own experience. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new here, you know what to do. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the notifications bell so you never miss a thing. I'll be uploading videos more constantly. I really want to stick to a schedule. We'll see how that works out with my new editor. And leave me a comment here below. Tell me what you think about money. What are your beliefs about money? Is there a month of the year that you dread because all of the bills pile up on that month? What's it like? How would you like your ideal life to be? I'd love to help you out with anything that you need when it comes to marketing and living a life you design with passion and purpose. Also in the description of this video you will find a few links to my podcast, to my free resources where you can download my free ebooks, and of course, make sure you live life with passion. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!